What up, YouTube? This is Nate from Thriftdweller, coming back at you with another episode of Monday Nitro Pickups. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Monday Nitro Pickups, where we go over all the pickups. They used to be weekly, that's why I call them Monday Nitro Pickups, and then they became like monthly. And I guess with the acquisition of Ian and Gary into our channel, we can kind of do weekly pickup videos, but divided amongst like 3 people. But yeah, the thrift store has been very difficult to find stuff, and I'm sure you guys, if you watched our channel long enough, you know that the thrift store's been tough. Before, if you used to follow Thriftdweller from the beginning, it was literally weekly videos, and they were piles of shit. It was like massive. Today I got a pretty big pile here. Yeah, it's not too bad. It kind of, I reminisce for the days of old when the Thriftdweller videos were like full of literally retro video games that aren't PS2. You know, but everything before PS2. I miss those days when I used to pick up PS1 games, Super Nintendo games. Sometimes kind of wish there wasn't a YouTube community. But that's me being selfish. Everybody has a selfish side to them, I believe. So, you know, I'd rather have the community, obviously, than not have the online YouTube community. Met some really cool friends online and stuff like that. And I guess without YouTube, we probably wouldn't have reconnected with people like Ian and Gary. And hopefully soon, more people on the Thriftdweller channel. This is literally being taken over by all our friends. Before we get started, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. We did the June month of giveaways. I've just been really slow in trying to contact the people who have won. There are a couple more people that I still kind of have to touch base with and let them know. The biggest one, obviously, is Sega of my house, who's all the way in Australia. Hey, bud, if you're watching this, I'm going to message you on Facebook literally after this shooting of this video. So stay tuned for that. Everyone else, I'm going to still try to get a hold of you through YouTube. And hopefully, if you're watching this and you want something, find us on Facebook and message us. But yeah, sorry that's taking so long to get out. It's on record right here. We didn't forget. We're working on getting it out to you. Promise. Follow the NES Mini 30 review, where myself and Ian and maybe some other friends will pop in, and we are playing all the games that are on the NES Mini. We're going to play them before it gets released, the NES Mini, that is, on November 11th. And we just kind of want to reflect on all the games, maybe review on them, let some people know why these games were significantly important in our lives. Because not a lot of people, I guess, today's day and age really grew up with the Nintendo. And even us, we are finding that in the Thriftdweller camp, we might have grown up in the 90s, we were born in the 80s. The Nintendo was, it came out when we were relatively young. So a lot of what we got was secondhand things from our older cousins, our older brothers, older friends. That's what we got. Like Metroid, didn't realize Ian didn't play it when it came out. I played it years after it came out. Super Nintendo was going strong already. So, kind of interesting to look back at these old games and reflect. So, check them out. Reflect with us. Let us know what you think about these games. And at the end of it all, we will kind of review the roster of games that are on the NES Mini and let you know maybe is it worth it or not. And I am planning on getting the NES Mini, so we will review the crap out of that thing. Subscribe now. Okay, now for real. Round 1. We divide all our pickup videos into 3 segments. The first round, shelf padding. Games that we got because they were cheap, and if we didn't get them, it'd probably be okay. Most of the times we have copies of these already. NFL, is this NFL? No, it's just Blitz the League for the PS2 Greatest Hits Edition. This was $2.50 from my wife who picked it up. Blitz games are really fun. There you go. Lawrence Taylor, I believe. Headline WrestleMania, I want to say 10. I said it before and I should have looked it up. Lawrence Taylor. I think he beat up Bam Bam Bigelow, which was just disgusting. $2.50 at Salvation Army. Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection on, I guess, why does it say LA collection? LA. Oh god, somebody's gonna give me heck because I don't know why it's LA collection. I own this already, but for $2.50, it was really hard to tell my wife not to pick it up. Shout out to my wife, by the way. The good thing about having a wife that goes to the thrift store, if you're not familiar with the origins of Thriftdweller, my wife We call her the original Thriftdweller. I never set foot into a thrift store until I met my wife, who was then my girlfriend. Actually, Lester has a similar story too. But we started going to the thrift store at the end of high school, and that was because of our significant others. And it wasn't cool, man. It was like my wife would like get Value Village items and then put it in, I think, a Safeway bag because she was ashamed to show her friends that she was going to the thrift store. And it's really funny how times have changed, and you know, what is old is new, I guess, and what is used is somewhat stylish. Shows like Pawn Stars and Storage Wars, people really looking for treasures at the thrift store, really jacking up the prices. And we will talk about that price discovery mechanism. Fuck you, Value Village, for putting your prices up probably 50% and then introducing 30% off coupons, making it seem like we're getting a discount, but we're really not. Final Fantasy 13-2. I asked my wife to pick it up. Oh, sorry, I didn't even finish that story about my wife. The best thing about having a wife that goes to the thrift store and calls you when she finds games to see if you want them is that she's also very sexy. That was the joke I wanted to say. Anyways, my wife found these. Shout out to her. She called me. All the Salvation Army $2.50 games are from her. So she would kill me if I didn't say that and give her credit for this. The reason this is here is because I know it's a bad game, and I still got it anyways. I have Final Fantasy 13, but I don't have 13-2. So I just got it to finish it. It's so dirty. Ugh. Oh, I have this already, but I asked my wife to get it because I didn't want her to leave it behind. $2.50 for Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. But Ian and I should really play these games. Ian's a huge Dragon Ball fan, and Lester's significant friend is as well. But I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, and I always feel like a... Okay, I don't know anything. Back in the day, I would kill to find Dragon Ball Z tapes, but because of the difficulty in finding these tapes on a regular basis, I wasn't able to immerse myself in the Dragon Ball world as much as I should have been. In Canada, we had like the first 13 episodes, I believe 13 episodes, translated over to English, and they would show it on YTV, but after episode 13, they go back to the first one. And I would never know, I didn't know back then what happened after Snake Road. I really didn't, because they didn't translate the rest of them and put them on TV. And I wasn't friends with Ian at the time, so I wasn't able to find those episodes. But every time I talk about Dragon Ball, I feel like I shouldn't because I'm not a true fan of it. I'm more of a casual fan of it. So we should play these games and broadcast it on YouTube. They're very interesting games. A lot of button mashing, I remember. I own this game already, but I know it's a very good game. Beyond Good and Evil for $2.50. Again, another game that we probably should play for y'all. What the hell? I thought it was a Prince of Persia instruction manual, but it's not. There you go. These are not games, obviously. You got Edgar Allan Poe, The Pit and the Pendulum. I'm very interested to see this. It has Vincent Price in this, and I'm trying to catch up on my movie game, so very happy to find that at the thrift store. $2.99. DVDs are pretty cheap, and in the words of Warren Buffett, be greedy in the times when others are scared, and be scared in times when people are greedy. Think about it. When things are cheap, that's what you should clean up. When things go up in value and everyone's trying to buy a bunch, that's when you probably should sell your things. Right now, there are some items at the thrift store that are very undervalued. Movies, I believe, are one of them. Yeah, look at this. Turtles, TMNT Forever. Oh my god, this is like this iteration of the Turtles meeting this iteration of the Turtles, my Turtles. And they even go into the comic Turtles, which is a very interesting movie. And I really recommend, if you're a Ninja Turtles fan, Sega Stoner talking to you, you should find this TMNT Forever. I'll go more in depth into the movies. You see right there. This is everything from the thrift store that is not video game related. I'm going to do another pickup video, hopefully with Noah on that one. Alright, still, this is kind of in between shelf padding and round 2 no cheaps. I'll explain what round 2 is in a second. Computer games. Continuing on with my point about undervalued items. Computer games are very, very inexpensive and cheap. And some of the values of these games really are pretty nuts. The Complete Ultima, I don't know what that's worth. The reason I'm doing this is I bought a disk drive for my laptop here, and I want to make it into like an old computer emulator, and you kind of need some disks for that. Like, I want to get old PC emulator. Does that make sense? Some of these you need like a Windows 95 to run. They don't run on anything newer than Windows 95, so I need to make some sort of emulation on my computer to play them. Diablo, which I know is not worth a lot, but it's one of the games I wanted to play growing up. Look, you can see myself. There I am. Hi. It's a reflection. Anyways, Joseph, shout out to you. He owned this game growing up, and I used to just watch him play it. And now I can play it once I turn my computer into an emulator. Hellfire, which is an expansion of Diablo. Very interested for the value of this game. It's kind of weird, right? And 2 Magic the Gathering games. Really big Magic the Gathering fan. Like the card game back in the day. Sold my whole collection. A lot of the cards that I had in my collection were from, well, they're from the days while I was in university, but the majority of them I bought with student loan money, so I thought it only fair to sell them because there's been kind of this inflation of Magic the Gathering cards, and the prices were too good for me not to sell it for something that is just staying in my closet. For instance, cards that I bought for $4 are now selling for $50 each. Cards that I bought for $25 are selling for $12. I sold off a lot of my Magic the Gathering stuff. But I still enjoy the whole concept of Magic the Gathering, the card game, to a point. I don't like the fact that people dictate prices, and the person who has the most expensive deck most of the times will win. But one of the things I loved about playing Magic the Gathering was having a really shitty deck and beating somebody with a really expensive deck. That was always fun. Round 2 fully, ding ding ding, no cheaps. Games that we got because we wanted to add them to the collection. Shit, I don't even know what my maple syrup of this video is. Oh, I gotta pick it right now. There's probably a jump cut there that you didn't notice. The pile has changed a little bit. I pulled out the maple syrup pickup of the video, which is the best pickup of this video. Sly Collection for $2.50 at the thrift store. Sorry I'm ranting a lot in this video. I just had to get some things off my chest. I thought this was a really good deal. You get 3 Sly games in HD. These were from the PlayStation 2, obviously. $2.50. How do you not get that? I've been waiting for this game to go down in price. It got down to $10 at, I can't remember what store. And then it sold out before I bought it. So I was kind of regretting not buying it for $10. $2.50 though. Good things come to those who wait sometimes. And if you don't know what this game is, it's like Smash Brothers, but with PlayStation characters as opposed to Nintendo characters. 64-Bit Matthew did a gameplay of this once. And it looked like fun, so picked it up, $2.50. Another $2.50 game for my wife again. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. I know it has a $5 price tag, but it was half price day. A game that's supposed to be very beautiful from Studio Ghibli. Ni no Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch. This red case really is disgusting to me, in case you're wondering. $2.50. Very excited to play this game. Bit my tongue. I'm very excited to play that game. I'll probably try to record it, but we've had trouble recording off the PS3. We have to record in SD, which is disgusting, and I'm not going to do that. But I would love to record. I'll just watch people. I'll watch gameplay of people who play this game. But if you guys know how to record HD off your PS3, getting around that security bullshit, please comment below. Let me know how you do it. $3, Rengoku. Stairway to Heaven. Heaven? It's heaven, I know. For the PSP. Love my PSP right now. I still play it. Mostly at my work on my break, I play my PSP, but I've been playing just like Initial D, which is Lester's. Funny story, daughter dropped one of her toys in my SUV, and in the back of the SUV, we kind of put like this cardboard thing to protect like the carpet. It's a Filipino thing, and I took out the cardboard, and there's like this lift part in the back of the SUV where you like store things under a compartment, and people can't see it. Obviously, I guess when you leave it unattended, people don't break in your car. I was looking for the toy, and I thought maybe it slipped in some crack or something. I opened up this container in the back of the SUV, this compartment, and I found these 3 games. I don't even know if these work anymore. I think these have been in there for over a year, so it's been through a winter and a summer. The heat and the cold probably destroyed this cartridge and this disc. But it's just funny that it's been in there for a year. Could be years, I don't know. Crazy Taxi for the Nintendo GameCube. Really, really fun game. I love this game. Growing up, this was like the coolest arcade game. Shout out to my cousin Neil and Gary. We used to go to Silver City just to play that. Reckless, the Yakuza missions. I don't know about this game. I don't know what I paid for this game. Who knows? Sega Club, Crystal's Ponytail. I don't know. It looks very interesting. If you look at the back of this thing, it's got that beautiful Sega graphics, you know? Anyways, there's the inside. No manual. It's complete. No, it's incomplete. Whatever. It's in the collection now. 30% off at Value Village. A bunch of Xbox 360 games, which I didn't own yet. I thought this was really cool. The Halo Anniversary. It's the, I guess, re-release of the original Halo game. The game that I played, actually. New HD and 3D. For $4.99 minus 30% off. Very excited to get that into the collection. As well as this one, $5 minus 30% off for Halo Reach. Which is, look at that go. Completing the standard Gears of War collection. I still need to get Gears of War Judgment, and I think there was another Gears of War. Anyways, I wanted to collect all the Gears of War games on the 360. Now I got 1, 2, and 3. $4.99 minus 30% off at Value Village. Surprised there's a manual in this. Nowadays, there's no manuals in anything. One of the most beautiful games on the Xbox 360, according to Lester. Lester owned these games, and he played them a lot. I think Ian did too. So I'm very excited to play this game for the first time. Get some use out of my Xbox 360, god dang it. For the Abby pickup of the day. Dedicated to my baby. I miss you, baby. This was $5 at Salvation Army. A large box for the PS3 for Time Crisis 4. Really, I love boxes like this. I don't know why. It's oversized, so it doesn't fit on the shelf. But it comes with the gun con for the PS4, or PS3, excuse me. And it's very interesting to put this thing together. I'll do some like specific footage of this for you guys so you can see. But it got these weird sensors that go in the corner of your flat panel TV, because obviously light gun technology does not work on your standard TV. Very interested. It's the Gun Con 3. I have every iteration of the Gun Con from the PS1, PS2, and now PS3. Like I said, this box is really nice. Very, very beautiful box. And light gun games, obviously, a very integral staple in our childhood of arcade gaming for Lester, myself, Ian. The last pickup before the best pickup of this video. Check it out. Holla. Yeah, boy. It's Pokemon. Pikachu shirt. It was like $10 at Giant Tiger. I don't own many yellow shirts, and I thought this one was dope. Sup, ladies? You found me. I did like Pokemon. I watched the cartoon, like the first, I don't know, season of Pokemon. I actually played it on the Game Boy with my friend Matthew. If you're watching this, what's up? Lester would kind of rag on it, so I was like a closet Pokemon player. And then I just ended up stopped playing it. But, yeah. Pokemon. Loved it in the beginning, and just, it was not cool, so I stopped playing it. I am so bad. Anyways, time for that time. The best pickup of the video. Sega of my house. Hopefully that did not blow your eardrums out. I'm going to open this right now. Disc is loose inside there. Toy Soldiers War Chest for $10. Now, if you followed the channel, if you follow us on Facebook, actually, you'll know that superstores in our city, I don't know if they're closing off all their electronics, but they're right now selling games for like $10 to $3. And this game, I didn't want to get it until it was really cheap, and I didn't think, you know, for a brand new game version of this game anyways, $10 is probably a really good deal. Toy Soldiers, it's like a tower fortress defense game. It has He-Man in there. It has G.I. Joe and Cobra. Has Assassin's Creed. If Thriftdweller designed a game, I would probably come up with a game like this. Has there been any good He-Man games out there? Please let me know. Because I would love to play a good He-Man game. But like I said, if you'll hear, can you hear that? The disc is loose in here, so I want to open this up on camera, I guess. But yeah, $9. Good, and that's Canadian. Obviously, Canadian dollars worth like 75 cents to the dollar to the American dollar, so that's even cheaper in American. There you go. Look at that. Blu-ray discs are not scratch proof, they are scratch resistant. That's a cool ass shot right there. Yeah. Look at this code in here. But it's funny because it expires in 2099. Who the hell is gonna buy this game in 2099? That's so funny. It expires 08/11/2099. Before the end of this century. You better redeem that fucking code, because it's gonna expire. Anyways, this is on the PS4, thank goodness. I can upload the footage of gameplay for this game. You might see a lot of Toy Soldiers War Chest gameplay from the channel, so if you don't like that, I apologize. I really don't apologize, but I gotta get addicted to this game. I really think I am going to. There's like 4 other clans or castles in here that I'm guessing are just generic, not generic, but like not a franchisee, let's say. I'm excited to play this game. I really am. Anyways, that's it from me. Monday Nitro pickups. Hopefully you like this new design, I guess, of the video. The reason I kind of do this is because I'm recording in 720p. So by shrinking the image just a little bit and putting this border, I guess the border would be right here, around this video, it kind of, you don't see, it forgives a lot of the downgradiness of the 720p. Thriftdweller tactics. A little preview for the next video. That is a Generation 1 Transformer in here. $2.99. Another undervalued thing at the thrift store is toys. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about why I collect toys, movies, even VHS tapes, and trading cards. Weird. Brittany Bombcatcher, I'm a hoarder. Shout out to you, by the way. That's it from me. I'm going to go watch some Retro Liberty. It's been a while. Karkamo, I'm going to watch some of him right now. Kid Shoryuken. If I haven't told... if you